TIFU by being banned from a restaurant. This happened last night, but I was too embarrassed to write about it until now. Last night my wife ordered pickup from one of our favorite Italian restaurants. The restaurant itself isn't new, but this location is, so it is fairly busy, doubly so on Friday nights. The pickup window is located outside of the restaurant so takeout customers don't disrupt the flow of dine-in patrons. I arrived 15 minutes early and checked just in case the food was ready, which it wasn't, and decided I'd head inside and grab a beer at the bar and wait. When I walked in, the maitre d's were speaking to a couple, so I stood and waited alone at the back of the line next to the doors. Anyone entering and exiting would need to go past me. The couple decided the wait was too long and left. I stepped forward, asked if there were open spots, and scanned the bar. They checked and there were none, so I figured I'd wait outside for the remainder of the time until my food was ready and turn to leave. This is where I flew. For context, I am 6 feet 195, and I am athletic. I tend to move quickly and decisively. So, I turned on my heel and my body moved forward quickly towards the door, which was again right next to me, potentially 5 feet away, somewhere in the 15 seconds of me interacting with the employees. I repeat, 3 couples, all of whom were the same height and size, had entered the restaurant like silent assassins and were less than 1.5 feet behind me. Immediately behind me was a woman no taller than 5 foot and weighing a good 180,190. For whatever reason, my body's choice when moving forward and sensing an obstacle was to eject this woman through the other 2 couples and out the door. Time froze. A spotlight hit us from the rafters. The music scratched and stopped, and everyone looked at me like I had just committed murder. There were audible gasps. There were looks of shock and horror. I was even more embarrassed that my normally trustworthy hearing and spider senses hadn't alerted me to the presence of 6 additional humans behind me. Feeling shameful, I immediately bent down to help, saying, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, are you okay?" The woman slaps my hand away and says, "Did you not see me?" Quote, Reddit. I have a confession. I always go to the funniest possible, worst possible answer when I'm either in an awkward situation or feeling the pressure. And after having my hand slapped away, my brain went from apologetic to comedian in record time. My first thought was to say, "No. Obviously that's why you're on the ground," but instead what actually happened was, I looked her up and down and noting her size said, "Clearly, I couldn't miss you." Sigh. Before I finished the sentence I knew I flew. The manager arrived at this time. The other couples moved me to the side. Her husband is now yelling at me. And me, a truly non-violent, non-aggressive, non-contact sport playing person, looks like a disrespectful CTE-riddled linebacker. Long story short, I apologized, but the manager told me to never come back. TLDR. My awareness failed me and I launched a woman out of a restaurant only to insult her size and get banned from our favorite Italian restaurant. Edit. Words, spelling, grammar. Apparently things I should be capable of. The looking up and down before saying I couldn't miss you is, I think, where it was unsalvageable. Arriving 15 minutes early to a restaurant on a Friday night to see if it was ready. You're insane. PSA. Turn then walk. Not turn and walk at the same time. I literally watch this every day. Always assume there's someone behind you unless you've already looked, and even then you still turn. Then walk. Happened to me once. I was a wedding photographer and we have coordinators to help me when I'm posing the bride. But the one I had was too slow. I like to shoot really fast. So I told her I'd fix the dress. Bride was on the top steps of the altar, so I posed her. Turned to head down the stairs and wouldn't you know it, the coordinator was right behind me. My momentum going down the stairs meant I couldn't stop. I tackled her to the ground with me on top of her. I caught her in my arms so she didn't get hurt, but the wedding couple and family were all looking in horror. Haha. Shoulder checking. They teach you to do it while driving, but nothing but your own folly will teach you to do it while walking.
No soup for you.
Okay, but did you get your carry-out? Guess your wife will have to pick up food from now on. When op hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. No more fried and sorry, time to whip up some redemption. I have a friend who is of a similar build to the woman you body slam, who constantly complains that men run into her unless she dodges them. Now, I am a man, and I pretty much never run into people despite being rather wide and not very observant. So I was a bit confused how that kept happening to her until your story. Apparently it's guys like you who don't pay attention to your surroundings and just bowl over women. If the pickup window is outside, put a different name on the next order. Chances are the manager won't even see you pick it up. Won't be back to the Olive Garden again, now will we?
Dude.
My wife is on the larger side and has horrible spatial awareness. She does the turn and walk move all the time and is constantly running into people. I find it pretty hilarious, and since she's super nice and beautiful, no one ever seems to get upset. Yeah, but did you get your food? Why the hell would you comment on someone's weight like that? What if some dude said that about your wife after he crashed into her? I'm the main character. 5 feet woman. Have been elbowed, run over, stepped on just because the tall oaf in front of me has absolutely no situational awareness. I try not to stand to lose to people and am always ready to get mowed down when stationary. Apparently, the air is so thin up there it affects one's ability to manage themselves. Awkward situation. I guess nobody got hurt. The woman got pushed, but from what you've said she seems fine. Monumental screw up on your side though. Agreed. That kinda stuff happens in life. I had a similar quick turning and bumping into someone's situation, but I managed to instantly stay still just in time and of course not push the person. But things like that, screw-up snowballs, have happened to me. At the end of the day, life goes on. Be more vigilant. Don't use humor if you're already one screw-up into something and it'll be fine. You got banned from a restaurant. Oh well, there are others out there. Next time your wife could go, and if you're changing restaurants, go on time or wait in your car.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.